think we are live. We are live. Welcome, welcome. Hello there, Tierra. Great to see you. We're just getting started here, so hold tight. I'm going to be talking a little bit about fat loss for the month of June, make some progress, as well as my predictions for the Xbox Games Showcase this Sunday. So stay tuned. Super excited to have you here. Of course, feel free to drop any questions. I have the chat up, so I'll be getting your responses. Hello. We are live here. Give me a thumbs up or emoji if the stream is coming in clear. Let me know. I spent at least 2 hours ironing out the technical difficulties. Welcome, Wizard Jasper. Great to have you here. I get to finally try out my my stream deck here. I get to try out this bad boy finally. Gonna be going pretty hard on the streaming, at least on Wednesdays. I'm not gonna be streaming every day. Hey, we got some emojis. That means quality is there. Sweet. I shared a link in Facebook. Hopefully people find the link. If not, feel free to share the link with everyone else. I'll drop it in the chat. If you want to drop that share link and invite anybody to this stream here, we're going to be diving straight in. Once I confirm real quick that I actually shared the link on our Facebook group. I'm not seeing it on my end, so I might have to repost it here. Just give me 1 second. Nah, we're good. Cool. I'll create an event next time. Let everybody know So just moving forward to let everybody know, this is going to be kind of like a consistent thing. It's going to be pretty much every Wednesday. The time is still tentative. Normally on Wednesdays, I do have a deep combo with Wizard Jasper. So I definitely still want to have that combo. But I absolutely want to make sure I show up for all you warriors pretty consistently on Warrior Wednesday. So every time you see Wednesday, just know that it's Warrior Wednesday. It's a time when most people get stagnant, they get lazy. A lot of people call it hump day. We want to turn this day into the best day of the week. Wednesday can be the best day of the week if we make it, right? And it's all about the warrior philosophy that we have here at Infinite, right? Got to conquer the day every day, but we can make Wednesday for warriors only. So all that being said, yeah, great to have y'all here. Let's talk about fat loss, shall we? So basically, I'm gonna hit a button over here, and boom, production value. We're already set up, ready to go over here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that as much as I did. I'm going to show you how things have been going for me personally in the last 3 months here. So let's go all the way back the last 6 months actually. So if you don't know, like many of our warriors here at Infinite, I'm going to move my myself over here a little bit. If you don't know, I've been in a fat loss phase personally almost as long as some of you warriors have been in the fat loss phase inside of one of our realms like the Academy. And I started at around 195.4. And as you can see, fat loss is never linear, right? It's always going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. But I have to say, I have not been that diligent, really, when it comes to the tactics and the strategies for fat loss. For the most part, it was pretty indirect. A lot of what I'm going to be sharing with you right now is things that you can do to get results just like this. And one of the things that I did every single day was train one of my combat skills, and that's walking. Literally, walking. It is not just great for fat loss, but it's also great for longevity. It's also great for your mental health, basically navigating through stress, anxiety, even depression. There's so many benefits to walking, and arguably, a lot of people say that walking is the best exercise. In my opinion, walking is not necessarily exercise because your heart rate doesn't get to around that zone 1, zone 2 level, depending on the type of walking that you're doing. It's activity, in my opinion. And it's activity, in my personal opinion, I think it's the best activity that you can do consistently on a day-to-day basis. So basically what I did was I walked, and I started off pretty simple at around 8,000 steps. So basically I increased my steps from on average of about 3,000 steps to about 8,000. So that just goes to show you, when you don't intentionally try to get activity in, you're not going to move at all. Like, you'd be surprised how little activity you get if you don't consciously and intentionally try to move your body. So I was sitting at around 3,000 steps, and I'll actually show you. Let's actually pull up my step count because we have all this data in our mobile app. As you can see, I was averaging in some days, going back to December, 1,500 steps, 3,000 steps. Then I had these random days going up to 7K, 6K, realizing that, hey, I'm not moving at all. But as you can see, my baseline right around here is about 2,800 to around less than 3,000 steps, essentially. So then, as you can see, it basically jumped up. I bumped it up right when I started my fat loss program. Specifically, I was doing the Dragon program inside of Infinite's Dungeon, and I bumped it up to around 8K. So this is the power of just increasing your activity consistently. And as you can see, I rarely drop below 8K, but my baseline was around 10K. So around 10K steps for me was that sweet spot when it comes to having that consistent fat loss. So it's one of the most powerful skills that you can master. And again, you don't have to start where I started. A great way to get into more walking is to simply just walk more, right? If you're walking 0 minutes a day, walk 15 minutes, right? Walk 10 minutes, walk 30, whatever that may be. Pick something and stick to it every single day. If you think you can't walk for a half hour, don't walk a half hour, right? Pick a time that you can stick to consistently, and this is what can happen, right? I consistently stuck to around that 10K for me. And if we go back here to biometrics, and we go back over to that 6-month mark, virtually a lot of that consistency made everything so much easier for me. So that's the first tactic when it comes to actually making some tangible progress for the month of June. Increase your step count to a number that you know that you can stick to consistently on a day-to-day basis. And just like I showed previously, I didn't stick to it every single day. A lot of my streaks got broken on some days, simply because there were some days when I just stopped focusing on walking, right? Or focusing on my step count. And of course, if it's in the back of my mind or I'm focusing on other things, the goals don't get accomplished. So set the goal to hit a step count and remind yourself throughout the day so that you can check how many steps you've had throughout the day and you can show up and make progress, or in infinite terms, gain some XP and complete your quests, right? So that's the first tactic when it comes to fat loss and getting some results in June. Up your step count, number 1. Now, obviously fat loss isn't just about steps. It's not about movement. It's also about nutrition. So I'm going to show you a little bit about some of my nutrition data here. So let's dive into some of my nutrition graphs. So I'm going to show you, for example, for the month of May. So as you can see here, calories, as they say, calories are king, right? My calories have not basically changed for almost the whole entire fat loss process for me. And it might be shocking to you, right? Because how does that work? Well, for the most part, I've had a target calorie goal, and all I really focused on was, number 1, hitting my protein intake. As you can see, when it comes to my protein intake, I've hit my goal. All the yellows means I hit my goal for the day. So for majority of the day-to-day basis, at least in the month of May, I hit my protein goal. Now, question you might have is why? Like, why do you want to hit your protein goal? Well, number 1, when it comes to protein, you need it to not only maintain the muscle in your body, but to also build it as well. And there's a lot of warriors who can also go through what we call as body recomposition. What is body recomposition? Well, it's when you can build muscle and lose body fat at the same time. And you can't do that if you're not eating enough protein. Another question you might have, how much protein should I be eating? Simple answer. Try to get anywhere between 0.8 to around 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's a general rule of thumb. If you can't get that much protein, at least try to half your body weight in protein and have that in the first part of your day, and then try to get as much as you possibly can in the evening. So basically front loading your protein so that you can increase your overall amount of protein, because a lot of people don't eat enough protein in the first half of their day. Most of their day is like caffeine, cereals, bagels, whatever that may be. You guys can let me know in the chat what you normally eat for breakfast or throughout the beginning part of your day. But most people don't get enough protein in the beginning part of their day, so the best way to make sure that you're getting enough protein is to have protein in the first meal of the day, and even more going into lunchtime. So that's another tactic. Increase your protein in the first part of your day. Huge. Game changer. Game changer. Especially for muscle retention and fat loss. Other than that, calorie-wise, it's been up and down, as you can see. For the most part, I did hit my calorie goals more often than none. Jasper says oatmeal and whey. That's a pretty standard. I used to have that damn near every day. But then I just got tired of the oatmeal. Yeah. But now it's like, if you really want to know, like recently, Olia has been making some really good sandwiches. And we've been having a lot of turkey patties. And we've been making some homemade breakfast sandwiches, some like homemade McDonald's McGriddles, but instead of all the processed shit, we use turkey patties, and then we use like some cheese, and we would buy like these special like English muffins. And anyway, that's what I've been having on the mornings, and it's been pretty damn good. Tierra says pancakes, waffles, and sausage. Nice. Big thing is, are you making protein pancakes? Right? Are you using a scoop of protein, whether it's vanilla or chocolate protein, with your pancakes? Because that's a big opportunity to get some extra protein. I don't know about you, but I love protein pancakes. And even more than that, I love protein waffles. Protein waffles are my thing. I love it. But if you do that plus the sausage, you're guaranteeing at least like 40 grams of protein right there for your breakfast, which is awesome. So yeah, nutritionally, for the most part, pretty consistent. Again, I wasn't really integrating any type of nutritional strategies, nutritional tactics. It was really just consistency for protein and calories, and then also consistency with activity. So on top of this, I also was training and doing weight training, resistance training, 4 times a week. So 4 times a week, I was hitting the weights on top of my walking and things like that. So that consistency was really helped. And on top of that, I was also doing conditioning twice a week. And things that I was doing for conditioning was on Wednesdays, I would do distance running. And it started off really rough. Simply because in the beginning, I sucked at it really bad. It was terrible. I'm not a runner at all. I like sprinting. Like, I could sprint, give me a couple sprints, cool. Which is what I did on Saturdays. So that was one of my sessions, were sprints. But then I did distance running. And first, I'd say 2 or 3 sessions was horrific. I was feeling terrible. It was just terrible. It was just very difficult. But once I did it more and more, and did it very consistently every Wednesday, I noticed I was getting better. I noticed my times were getting faster. I noticed I wasn't getting so tired so quickly. And that's when I started to really, really love running and the challenge of running. Of course, with the proper preparation. I had to make sure I was warming up correctly. I had to make sure I was warming up extra correctly. I have to double emphasize that because, man, I had to really, really make sure I was recovering properly from my weight training and then making sure I wasn't beating up my joints and my ligaments when it comes to running. But yeah, with proper preparation and with consistency, you can get better at anything. So that was super, super big. So that on top of the nutritional changes and on top of that other activity, that's virtually all I really, really did. So to essentially recap here, when it comes to some tactics that you can apply for the month of June, maybe you're applying it, maybe you're not, maybe you're experienced, maybe you're not. Whatever that may be, you can apply the following. Number one, increase your step count. And not just increase it for a day, try to increase your step count average. So that would be your 7-day average. So if you were to kind of look at a watch or your phone or an app, anything that you might have to track your step count, basically what you want to do is you want to add up all of your steps for 7 days divided by 7, and then that's your step count average. Most apps like in your phone already do this for you, and they kind of let you know you basically average 5,000 steps, 6,000. So all the hard work is pretty much done if you kind of go into some of your apps and the statistics that they provide. But you want to increase that average. So if you average around 5K, you want to increase it to around 8K, right? Or from 8K to 10, from 15K to 17, whatever that is for you. That's my number one tactic to actually see the scale move for the month of June. Second tactic is to focus on protein. Make sure you are getting plenty of protein in the beginning part of your day so that you aren't trying to play catch up and so that you aren't losing muscle while you're trying to lose fat. That is so big. I'd say number 3 is to hit your calorie goal consistently. Reason why I have protein over your calories is often than not, if you are prioritizing protein primarily, that means you're not really eating all the extra junk when it comes to a lot of the extra carbs, a lot of the extra fats, a lot of the extra processed stuff. And you are basically primarily just eating protein, and that is going to give you a lot of room for calories, essentially. So if you over prioritize protein, you'll have a lot of calories remaining, and often than not, you'll notice that you'll be able to hit your calorie goal easier by focusing on protein first rather than trying to focus on eating less than your calories. So it's really just about focus and perspective shifting, and I think that's going to be a game changer for a lot of you who are focusing on maybe chips, cookies, whatever is convenient. I know Jasper was mentioning the other day Oreos. Man, I haven't even thought about Oreos in forever, but you brought back a lot of childhood treats. Probably should plan out some Oreos into my macros and in my nutrition if I earn it. Oh, yeah. Jasper just mentioned prioritizing protein helped Fenris lose weight rapidly. Yeah, if you have not seen the results of our warrior Fenris, definitely hop on Jasper's profile on Facebook or my profile on Facebook. I'll actually, what I'll do is I'll actually link I'll link my profile in the chat. And so that you all can check that out. So if you go to my profile, you can dive into that and check out that post, because his transformation so far is awesome. It is freaking awesome. So dive into that on Facebook. Read Jasper's story about Fenris. Check out the quote that Fenris had for the experience. And yeah, there's a lot to learn from that post, on top of what I'm sharing with you all today. So yeah, step count, protein, calories, and then last but not least, make sure that you are hitting your weight training sessions. Make sure you are being consistent with it. So whether that's 3 times a week or 4 times a week, remember, even 3 times a week is only 2% of the total time that you have for the week. So it's, especially if it's only 45 minutes. Again, for a 45-minute weight training session that's focused, it's intense, it's intentional, and you know what you're doing, and you're not getting distracted, is going to be game-changing for you for the month of June if you have not been doing that. So highly, highly recommend you stick with that. So whatever that is, 3 times, 4 times, stick with that. You'll be awesome. And also, bonus number 5 here, 5th and final tactic to implement, is conditioning. Now, what's the difference between cardio and conditioning? Cardio is pretty much lower heart rate, pretty much steady state. So low, basically just imagine like walking on a treadmill on an incline. That's pretty much cardio. Conditioning is a little bit different. So this is going to be a little bit higher heart rate. Think, distance running. Think sprinting. Think moving the sled. Think, I know I just gave Jasper PTSD with moving the sled. But think all these different cardio activities that are a little bit more, that require a little bit more focused effort, and also don't allow you to have basically a conversation. Because if your heart rate is high enough, you shouldn't be able to have a normal conversation with somebody. But if you're just strolling along on the treadmill, you can kind of have a conversation like this, right? So that's my recommendation, is incorporate conditioning at least once a week, preferably twice a week, and you will see progress for the month of June. Plain and simple. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. And this is an exclusive. I'm not going to be sharing this with nobody, so it's only for y'all who joined me on YouTube here. Congratulations. You get the exclusive one-on-one with Master Wizard Walt. If you got any questions, let me know. Cool. So that's that. That's fat loss for June. Now let's talk about the Xbox Games Showcase. So I'm going to actually, hold on. Let's chat about this Sunday, the Xbox Games Showcase. So who's watching it? Let me know in the chat who is watching it this Sunday. To be exact, it is this Sunday, June 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you don't know, June time is like the Super Bowl of gaming. And as you already know, at Infinite, we are a fitness fantasy RPG. So we love fitness and we love gaming. So it is definitely appropriate to talk about what's coming as far as the future of gaming on the Xbox platform and other platforms. I should say on the Xbox ecosystem because it's on PC and also consoles. But let me know in the chat, do you primarily or do you own an Xbox console or play Xbox either via Game Pass on PC? Let me know in the chat. Very, very curious. Let me know if it's better now, Jasper. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know how it is now. Good to go? Good to go? Yay, nay? Let me know how the stream is going. Jasper says Xbox. Nice. So yeah, it looks like we are cutting out now. Oh man. I knew there would be some type of technical difficulty somewhere. Pictures lagging like a COD lobby on shipment. Oh man, hold on. Let's see if I can do something before we continue here. Yeah, it says I'm in the green for now. Is it good now? Yay, nay? Oh, now we're frozen. Oh, snap. Let's see here. Let me know where we're at. Man, we were going so good. Oh man. Hold on. Alright, hold on one sec. Let me know if I'm back. Keep me updated. Frozen? Am I frozen? Oh no. Oh man, we were going so good too. Oh man. I wonder if I can go at this again. I'm going to end the stream and go back in. I don't know what happened. That was crazy. Damn. It's good now? Are we good? Good? Give me a thumbs up. Are we smooth? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up? I think we're good, no? Cool, I think we're good. Hold on, I'm gonna, Are we good now? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. Well, everybody left now. Boo. Or no, we got a few y'all still here. Hey. Let's dive straight back in. So, I'm going to share my screen here. And let's go here. So, let me break it down for y'all. So, let me know what y'all got, or let me know what y'all know about what's coming when it comes to the showcase coming up. So what games do you know might come out? What games do you know that might not? Let me know in the chat. Until then, because I know the comments are pretty much slow at the moment, but basically, if you all can see my screen here, it's broken up into must-haves, love to have, and crazy to have, and no way for the Xbox Showcase this Sunday. So, in my opinion, there's a couple couple games that they must have. So I don't know if you all dove deep into what they're doing at Xbox right now, but basically they have an Indiana Jones game coming out. That's a huge one. That's supposed to be their like Uncharted if you played Uncharted on PlayStation. That's going to be a must-have. There's a big RPG coming out called Avowed. I think that's a must-have. 100%. Other than that, I think it's essential that they have something about Halo. I think that's huge. I think Halo is a must because it's, it had a rocky start in regards to when Halo Infinite dropped. So definitely got to have Halo. Definitely Black Ops 600%. They're having a whole Black Ops showcase right after the Xbox showcase. If you don't know, it's going to be a whole event on Black Ops 6, especially now that Xbox has acquired Activision Blizzard, which owns Call of Duty. So I'm sure they're going to show a little bit of Black Ops in the showcase and then also show more in their own showcase. So that's a must-have. Is there any other must-haves that you want to add to the list? Let me know, other than Black Ops. Oh, can't forget Fable. They're doing a Fable remake. Can't forget that. Fable is a must. Let's see. Fable, Avowed. I think another one is going to be Gears 6. I haven't played a lot of the Gears of War games in a long, long time. I haven't even played the latest ones. I haven't played Gears 5. I fell off after like Gears 3. But apparently there is a lot of rumblings when it comes to finally revealing Gears 6 in the newest Unreal Engine 5 engine. So graphically, it's supposed to be legendary, supposedly. So I think they have to show something. If they're gonna reveal the game, this is the stage to do it. So I think Gears 6 is a must-have. Any other ones? I don't know about must-have. Yeah, other than that, I would say that's it for the must-have. So that's almost a guarantee, almost. And I want to be specific. Halo Infinite. We're not talking about a new Halo game. Probably just an update. Possibly update to multiplayer. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know anything. I am just speculating. But let's jump over to love to have. So here's where it gets fun for me. I'll probably say I would love to have a Final Fantasy announcement, specifically Final Fantasy 16. I think that is past due. A lot of Final Fantasy games have been skipping out on Xbox. So I definitely would love to see a Final Fantasy announcement. Would love to see that. Jasper, you said Assassin's Creed. I would also love to see more about Assassin's Creed. I believe it's Shadows, based in Japan. But I think they're going to be doing a big reveal for the Ubisoft showcase. But I would at least love to see it at the Xbox showcase, even if it's some gameplay clip or something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. Because I haven't been into Assassin's Creed recently, but hey, give me one base in Japan, and I'm there. Jasper also said Blade. I don't think they are going to show Blade because I think it is way too far out. Like, they announced it, and I think now they're just going to cook. I think they're going to cook for a while before they're going to show anything with that game. So I don't think it'll be there. So I'm going to add that to crazy to have. If it would be crazy if they have Blade, in my opinion. But other than that, love to have Dragon Age. I don't know if you're into the Dragon Age series. I know we have Warrior May, who's super deep into the Dragon Age series. I think they're going to show the new Dragon Age coming out called Dragon Age Dreadwolf. So definitely looking forward to that. I'm a big Dragon Age fan. I played all the Dragon Age games. And it's an RPG that definitely is part of the inspiration for Infinite, 100%. It definitely played a role when it comes to storytelling and immersing yourself in this kind of like RPG world. So if you don't know about Dragon Age Dreadwolf coming out, I think you're going to see it at the Xbox Showcase, 100%. Other than that, I would also love to have some type of Fallout 3 remake. I would love to play Fallout 3 again. Fallout 3, if you don't know, you know it was one of the best Fallout games ever. It got me into the series, and it was a legendary game. It was absolutely legendary. Would love to see that, a modern take of that. I would love to have that. I would love to play that. I would love to experience that. Crazy to have. I say if we were to jump over the crazy to have, if we had some type of remake of Lost Odyssey on the Xbox 360 and Blue Dragon. So I don't know if you know this, but Blue Dragon was also a game that Akira Toriyama did the artwork for. So I think it would be awesome to introduce a remake of both of these games. And these are awesome RPG games, and I believe Blue Dragon would pay homage to Akira Toriyama in a very positive way, I think, if they had it. But again, there's no rumors, no nothing. So that's why I'm adding it to crazy to have. Because in the love to have category, I think it's possible. But bringing back old games, that's like a roll of the dice. Who knows? Jasper, you mentioned X Defiant. I believe that's already out. So will they show a trailer? I think so. But I don't think they want to interfere with Call of Duty, I think. I think they want to keep that separate and put all their marketing efforts into their cash cow, which is Call of Duty. So we'll see. I heard good things about it though. I heard there's a lot of people who actually like it. So the big one for me when it comes to crazy to have is an Xbox handheld. Yo, if they come out with an Xbox handheld, I will shit myself. Everyone's talking about it. There's so many rumors. If they announce it at this showcase, oh man, I am sold. I am in. I may even consider selling my Xbox Series X to replace it with an Xbox handheld personally. Maybe. We'll see. It depends on what it is. Because, for example, PlayStation came out with their PlayStation Portal, which is just a streaming device. Like, you can't stream it without a console. if Xbox comes out with an actual dedicated handheld where you can play games natively on it, where you don't have to stream it, you download the game onto the handheld and you can take it anywhere and you can play it anywhere, I think that might be the wave. So this is my big one, the home run here. If they somehow pull that off, man, I'd be hype. I'd be so hype. I'd be so hype. Yeah, that would be super crazy. Other than that, I think another crazy to have there would be like a Guitar Hero. If they brought back Guitar Hero, I might be back. I don't know if y'all know this, but Guitar Hero, I think I have the most hours ever in gaming in Guitar Hero. Like, out of all the games I've ever played ever, Guitar Hero, I think I have the most hours ever. I became obsessed with this. I played Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and all these other games, but Guitar Hero, I had the most amount of hours. It was insane, thousands of hours. So if they somehow brought this back, hey, I'm definitely down to buy some plastic instruments again and play some more Guitar Hero. Hell yeah, no doubt. Well, let me know if you have any crazy to haves. What would be crazy to have for you if they have it at the showcase? I want to also throw in one more for the love to have. I would love to see another Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know if you know, Banjo-Kazooie was made by Rare. It started off on the N64. And man, those were some good childhood memories playing banjo. That was like it was like another Mario to me, in a way. It's like it's such a iconic, IP. It was insane. Let me know in the chat. So yeah, Banjo-Kazooie. Other than that, I'm gonna say for No Way. Obviously we could have like hundreds of stuff in the No Way category, but if I were to kind of pick a No Way, there ain't no way we're gonna see a new Halo. I don't think there ain't no way. I don't think we're gonna see next gen. I don't think we're gonna see next gen consoles. Like I don't think they're gonna announce next gen consoles at this showcase. I think if anything, they might do it at the end of this year at the Game Awards, like they did when they announced the Series X years ago now, damn near over 4 years ago. So ain't no way they're gonna show next gen consoles. Ain't no way the FF7 remake series is showing up. I don't think Xbox is gonna get the Final Fantasy series until all the games come out, in my opinion, which is arguably why I bought a PS5 in the first place, is to play the Final Fantasy games. So ain't no way, in my opinion. Other than that, I don't think there's any way we're going to see another Battlefield game for the first-person shooters out there, FPS players. I don't think there's any way we're going to see another Battlefield anytime soon. I think this is Call of Duty's time to shine. So I think Call of Duty is going to be taking the mind share for a lot of people. And other than that, ain't no way we're going to... ain't no way... Am I forgetting anything? I know I'm forgetting a lot of things. No way we are seeing anything on Elder Scrolls. Ain't no way we're seeing anything on Elder Scrolls 6. I don't think, for the Elder Scrolls players. Ain't no way. Not this showcase. Anything else where I can just squash? I think I would like to add. Oh, how did I forget? Must have. Perfect Dark. Can't forget that. If you played Perfect Dark back in the day, I believe that was N64. And then they also came out with another one on 360. Yeah, they're remaking Perfect Dark, but no one's heard about it in years. So I don't know if it's gonna be there, but they have to show something. If it's still alive, they have to show something. So we'll see. But other than that, I think this is a solid list. I don't think there's anything else that I would look forward to seeing there. If you have any ideas, feel free to drop it. Definitely open to updating the list and expanding the list even more. We'll see. So yeah, I think this is a pretty solid list. We will find out this Sunday what Xbox is going to show, and they have to show out. Right? They gotta go ham. They just spent $70 billion acquiring companies. I'm excited to see some more RPGs. As the fitness RPG wizard at Infinite, right? I'm excited to see Avowed. That's an RPG that I'm really, really looking forward to, along with Dragon Age, and Fable, definitely. So, yeah. Oh, and then we got Mark coming in clutch in the chat. Bold nothing. State of Decay 3, can't forget about that. Yeah, I gotta add that to. I think that's a must. I think they have to show State of Decay 3 simply because it's been like 4 years. they announced the game and then haven't showed anything. And I think I heard a lot of people also left the studio for a while. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that game. Um, yeah, they have to show it. That's a must. I'm adding that to the must-have list, 100%. I played State of Decay 1 back in the day. I didn't play State of Decay 2. But yeah, I mean, I'm all for the zombie games. I think I'm gonna add this to the crazy have just cause, but if they have another Dead Rising, like a remake or something of the original Dead Rising, speaking of zombies and stuff and survival games, like, man, Dead Rising was like game changing for the zombie genre, along with like Left 4 Dead, for example. Like, it was Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising, they came out, and like it was just like everybody was just like, holy shit, the zombies are the thing. You know, zombie destruction is the way. So yeah, I think the solid list on my end. Again, I'm primarily an RPG gamer, so yeah. Other than that, I would say maybe like some. Oh wait. We're not done yet. We also need to let me go back over here. We need to dive into the Starfield expansion. We That is a must-have. They need to show the expansion. I don't know when they would otherwise, because it's coming out in like in fall, I believe, like September time. So they gotta show the Starfield expansion. I'm sure they're gonna have a whole segment on that. And I want to say the Diablo expansion. I would add that to the I love to have. I would love to see the Diablo expansion. I mean, Microsoft owns Activision Blizzard now, so I don't see why not Diablo expansion wouldn't be there, right? Because I think again, it's also like the Starfield expansion. I think it's also coming out later this year as well. So I would love to have that there, but Starfield is a must because they hyped up that game so much. I haven't even beaten it yet. I played it, but haven't beaten it. I'm gonna wait until the expansion comes out before I play that. But other than that, got the Diablo expansion, Starfield expansion. Anything that would be crazy. We could get crazy, and I'm not trying to get too crazy, but I think this is a solid list. If you have any other ones, let me know. I think this is pretty fair, in my opinion, when it comes to my predictions here. I think a lot of this is like fair. Nothing's out of left field, I think. If I were to pick maybe some more crazy to haves, I would say a whole entire like Gears of War collection, like a remake of like all the old Gears of Wars in a big collection. I guess maybe 1 through 3. I think that would be pretty crazy, in my opinion. On top of a Gears 6 announcement, I think that would be huge. I guess if they announce something like a Final Fantasy like 9 or something, like I would go crazy. For Xbox too, like especially coming off of like no Final Fantasy 7 remake on Xbox, which crushed me. If they came out with Final Fantasy 7 remake on Xbox, I think I probably till this day I probably still wouldn't have a PlayStation. Like I literally basically bought a PlayStation just to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, essentially, when they announced it. So if I really do think if they announce Final Fantasy 16 porting to Xbox, and they announce the Final Fantasy 9 remake going multi-platform for PlayStation, Xbox, probably Nintendo Switch too, and Nintendo Switch, new Nintendo Switch, Super Nintendo Switch, whatever you want to call it. I think moving forward, I'll play all my Final Fantasy games on Xbox. Like if I know that they're gonna continue to come out, I think I might choose that as my preferred platform, and then finish the remake series on PlayStation. But if they don't announce 16, they don't announce a new remake or a Final Fantasy 9 remake, and they don't announce it for Xbox, I think from now on I'm going to be playing all my Final Fantasy games on PlayStation. So this is big. This is huge. This is a big. I think this is a big event for Xbox. I think it's super important. I think it's essential for them to knock it out the park. They gotta go hard. They gotta reveal everything in their hand. They got to just all the cards. Hey, and show. Here's everything we got. You either want to come over here and play, or you can play it on PC, right? Because we'll bring games over there. Or you could just wait until we come out with our next gen consoles, because At the end of the day, they're not going to be winning this generation, whatever winning is, I guess. As far as console sales go, they are way too far behind. They ain't going to catch up regardless of what games they bring to the console. So they got to come in and they got to show out for the current fan base who plays on Xbox. And they got to do it in flashy fashion, in my opinion, because they are losing mind share every single day to PlayStation and Nintendo, right? Especially with Nintendo's next gen console coming out next year. I don't think Xbox is coming out with anything else unless it's the handheld. And if they do come out with a handheld, it has to be before the next Nintendo Switch comes out, or they're fucked. No one's gonna buy it. I'll tell you that. Like, if they announce this handheld and it comes out after the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, I don't know about the future. Like I mean, it's already foggy. So they need to clear the fog with this showcase somehow, get people excited again, get people looking forward to things coming out in 2025, or they just need to be a publisher and just make games and forget about consoles and make games for PlayStation and Switch. Right? Like, they'll still make money. We get to still play games. Doesn't really make a difference. Unless you so stuck on just playing on Xbox and nowhere else. You don't have a PC, you don't have a Switch, you don't got a PlayStation. Then yeah, I could see how that would be uncomfortable and something that you may not want. But generally, at the end of the day, we just want to play games, right? Right? It doesn't really matter where. It's really just about conveniency. But at the same time, we also want the competition, right? We want Xbox to still be around. We still want them to make consoles because they'll make PlayStation better. They'll make Switch and Nintendo better. And it'll just make our experience as a gamer better, so that these companies don't cut corners and just expect us to play their games because there's no other competition, right? So, all that being said, those are my predictions. Definitely would love your feedback, either on Discord or on Facebook. Feel free to let me know if I missed anything. I'm definitely super curious on what you have to think about the upcoming Xbox showcase. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to be actually watching it live with some other people. I can't really share more than that, but basically I'm going to be sharing my live opinion with a group of people that value opinions. That's all I could say. So I've been doing that every single year. So I won't be live streaming the event or anything like that. Maybe one day. I have a goal of going to the event in 2025 somehow. I'm willing to work my ass off to make it happen. I really want to show up to this event and earn an invite. So we'll see what happens. We're going to hustle hard from now until next year. And, of course, definitely have a wedding to also prepare as well. So, yeah, a lot of awesome stuff coming out for gaming in the next year or so. So excited. Hopefully you're just as excited as me. But anyways, this is Master Wizard Walt, your guide by your side on your fitness RPG adventure. Thank you for joining me live. I'll be doing this every week. I'll be letting everyone know the times when I'll be going live. And yeah, excited to chat more and give my post-showcase thoughts next Wednesday with y'all. Hopefully you'll tune in then. But until then, conquer the day. See ya.